So, like, do you think my dick can fit in your mouth?
They just scratch my balls too. I did a quick one.
I think I'm falling in love with Olivia. I didn't realize you were the Iron Chef. Oh, my bad. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
no.
How'd you just go back there and cook everything yourself? Does that sound good? Started.
Get down.
I started watching an episode of Seinfeld last night.
I'm the Joka.
But I put it on after Black Dynamite.
Yeah.
I was sitting there. Yeah, we're good. And I don't know, I was not enjoying it. Usually when I watch Seinfeld, I'm like, yeah, this is funny. 5 minutes in, I was like,
It's just not as funny as Black Dynamite.
that's true, it's not as funny as
You know,
the one thing that I think is really funny, probably my favorite part of the movie, anytime he goes into a room, they do it before the door opens, and he just fucking kicks it open, and it's so violent every time. So it'll be a quick cut. It shows the door for half a second, and he just like busts in and walks in, and then stops and starts talking.
you know,
It's
it
so
kind
funny.
of makes me happy that there is still movies that genuinely make me laugh so hard.
Yeah.
Like that fucking movie.
I knew it was
Because it
funny. I
bums-
forgot how funny it was,
It
though.
bums me out sometimes, like when I'll watch like a new so-called comedy movie.
Yeah.
But I'll watch like a newer comedy movie, and I'll be in the theater. I'm like, I mean, yeah, this is like funny parts, but like, I don't know, it's not that funny.
I think we saw this together. How disappointed were you when you saw Tag in theaters?
I don't think I saw that.
You didn't?
I didn't see that with you, but I remember you always talking about
It's
how
so
disappointing
annoying
it
because I was like, okay, we got Hannibal Buress, we got
John Hamm.
Jeremy Renner, John Hamm. There was one other guy that I
Is it
really
not
liked that was
Jason
in it.
Bateman?
No, it wasn't Jason Bateman.
What movie am I thinking of?
You.
I remember Jeremy Renner in it was in it, and he was supposed to be like the cool guy.
I don't remember. Jeremy.
You said it was Jeremy Renner.
No, Jeremy Renner's right.
There was another guy though. Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know.
hold on, I gotta find it because it was someone that was like pretty
Yeah.
like.
It
Big.
was an ensemble.
Oh, Ed Helms.
Oh right.
Yeah.
It was an ensemble.
Yeah, it was supposed to. Oh, and Jake Johnson,
Is that?
the guy from New Girl.
Everyone acts like everyone has fucking seen that show.
Okay, I mean, you should watch. It's a good show. But like
I'm
all
not.
those guys in it, and I'm like, sweet. Here's the thing: Jeremy Renner is honestly a really good actor.
Yeah, I
He's
like.
he's kind of weird, but like some of the stuff he's in, like apart from Marvel, is really good, and he's really good in it.
He's a good actor.
Yeah. Oh, and it had that guy from Get Out.
Mm-hmm.
Isla Fisher was in it. She's funny.
People like to talk shit about Jeremy Renner just because of his app.
Rashida Jones. Yeah, Rashida Jones.
Okay, I get
was
it.
in
A lot of good
You
people
get
are
it.
in this fucking
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Jesus
But
Christ.
it was so
Oh, it
disappointing.
was directed by camera guy number 2
Let me
was
see.
John Carter.
Oh, the key grip on this show. was awful.
Arnold was operating
Yeah.
the boom mic.
It was Arnold's directorial debut.
If you guys are wondering why we're doing this stupid fucking Arnold thing, before we started, I don't even know. We were just talking about The Dark Knight, and then somehow it transitioned to if Arnold was
Yeah.
the Joker, and then of course it was Arnold playing a lot of other different random characters in the Stuber cinematic universe.
But God, what a great.
I'm more
great
excited
film
about
franchise.
that than the new MCU.
What the
Stuber cinematic
the
universe.
S wait, what is it?
SCU.
SCU? Yeah, the SCU.
The SCU.
I love the SCU.
Like Cartman going to school.
Yeah.
Ski.
One comedy that we're looking forward to is the Nick Cage one. I think it'll
Yeah.
be everything I've seen. People like it, so I'm like, cool.
It just looks like
It looks like a fun movie.
Yeah, it honestly just looks like a movie about him where he's just very like obviously like over the top and like
Yeah.
ridiculous, but that's the point.
He's
like, just,
he's him to like the 100th power.
yeah, like a Nick Cage movie
Yeah.
to the 100th power
Exactly.
like you said.
It should be good.
And it just seems super interesting and funny. I love movies like that where they're incredibly self-aware
Yeah.
of how like ridiculous it is.
It's
and
like
they're
Hot
just-
Rod.
Yeah.
One of the reasons it's like comforting.
Or Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder, yeah. That's like they know exactly what they are.
Exactly, and
Yeah.
they just fucking go for
Like
it.
it's kind of the same in like it's like a sports team, like whatever team. It's like you have an identity, and if you can be that identity like really well, it's gonna have a good end result.
Right.
Same with movies. We're like,
Yeah.
yeah, movies that have an identity.
Like I was thinking,
Really good.
speaking of Tropic Thunder, I was just like thinking about it the other day, and I was just like reading a ton of stuff about it. I forgot how many, like at the time, or I guess they still are, but like A-list fucking celebrities
Oh
were
yeah,
in that
it was
movie.
huge.
Robert Downey Jr., Jack Black, Ben Stiller, Matthew McConaughey, Tom Cruise.
Even like the
Fucking-
supporting guys,
Yeah,
like
Bill
Danny
Hader also.
McBride, Bill
Danny
Hader,
McBride, yeah.
the British director. He's not like a
Yeah,
huge name, but he's
but
in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, yeah. He was in a recent movie we saw.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
Tom
remember.
Cruise is really funny in that movie.
Dude, that's like that's. I always say this. That's my favorite Tom Cruise character.
It's so good.
It's so funny.
Apparently, he was the one that wanted to make it like a grotesque character,
Which is-
like giant knuckles,
Yeah.
hairy hands.
Which is just so funny because
Yeah.
that's like part of the thing we're talking about, like identity is like all of those guys, A-list actors, they've been in that scene, you know, talking these like Hollywood like douchebags
Yeah.
and stuff. So like that made it more believable.
Yeah,
'cause it's
definitely.
written from like their exaggerated perspective. Also, I thought it was interesting to know that a lot of like the dialogue was like improv'd, which
in
makes
Tropic Thunder,
yeah,
I mean, when you have people like that,
exactly.
that are
That's
that
what I'm saying.
talented, yeah. Oh, we didn't even. Did you say Jack Black?
Yeah.
Okay, you did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's such. Oh god, I want to rewatch that movie. That movie. Is
I have it on
so
DVD.
good.
Extended unrated cut.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, we can watch on your Xbox.
Ooh.
I know what we're doing tonight.
Yeah.
Tropic Thunder night. Yeah, because I wanted to watch it the other day, but my PS4 disc drive doesn't work, and my
Mhm.
DVD player decided to not work anymore.
It's a
Also,
sad day.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, welcome back to the podcast.
Yeah.
So our new thing, not that anyone really fucking gives a shit, but we're gonna be keeping them half an hour. I think it's just. I mean, we already talked
we can
about
just fire. And
yeah,
just go.
it's just a lot better. Like when I was driving to go get the mic, I was thinking about it. I'm like, honestly, like 30 minutes is better because it makes me feel like it's more urgent to talk about stuff. 'Cause
Yeah.
time is
I
gonna.
want to
run
get
out.
it out there.
Yeah, so like it.
I
Makes
feel locked in the whole time.
Yeah, there's no like dead zone or dead air or any shit like that.
Yeah. Producer's home.
Oh,
Hello.
all right.
But yeah, I like the 30-minute format.
I do too.
It's pretty good.
Should be exciting.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get no views on them still.
Woo! I got a fun story to tell. So me and the producer,
Okay, yeah, go for it.
who's also my girlfriend Ashley, we went to
You and
Knott's
the
Berry Farm yesterday. We got some passes.
Yeah, I
It was
got.
pretty fun. Oh yeah, also if you want to get a pass and go,
I don't like knots.
gay.
He did not say gay, by the way. He said.
I said okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it did kind of sound like. That's
I
not
just
what I
wanted to
said.
clarify.
Yeah, thank you. But so all the line, it was crazy yesterday. Super busy, which makes sense because it's end of spring break for a lot of people. A lot of camps
right.
there. But so we go. Huge line at the main entrance, but they diverted us to the back lot. Got in super easy.
Because they knew you were a member of the podcast.
Yeah,
You
they were
the
like,
producer.
oh, yeah, they were like big names. Plus, I have the platinum season pass, which saved me 25 cents on a lollipop that I bought at the,
Nice.
at the park. But so we're like, we want to go on a ride, but we don't want to wait an hour and a half for like Ghost Rider or whatever.
Of course.
We go to Coast Rider.
Rider. Oh,
Yeah, have you been on Coast Rider before? You don't like coasters though, right?
no, that's why I wouldn't get a pass there.
How this works is it's not like a huge ride, but I think it's honestly one of the scariest because the track is flat when it turns, but you do like these quick U-turns like at the top. So you like go
Oh,
and then
this was.
and it feels like you're going to like tip over the edge
yeah.
and then it keeps doing that. We get to the last one on the top and we hit the little brake section and it goes tsh. And I'm like, wait, what? Is this part of the ride? And I look around, all the other carts are stopped too.
They keep you there for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Build up suspense.
So we're stuck and they're like, attention riders, Coast Rider is experiencing some technical difficulties. And I was like, cool. Like, To be honest, I'd always kind of wanted to get stuck on a ride because I thought it'd be fun just to hang out for a while. But we were up there for like 10 minutes. But, you know, I'm texting the group chat, and I'm like, guys, I'm stuck on
Yeah, and
stuck
by
on the
the way,
coaster.
so turn around to my point of view. I'm at work, bored as fuck, and then I see who's stuck on the coaster, and he sends a picture of group chat, him and Ashley.
Yeah, it
I'm
was
like,
fun.
fuck you.
You don't even like coasters. You wouldn't have had a good time.
Yeah, but I don't want to be at work.
Still.
So I muted the group chat. But
But so we're like sitting there, and then Ashley was like, "Hey, we can see the car from here." And so
I saw that.
yeah, we saw the parking lot, and we're like, "Hey, that's my car." Well, we were stuck up there for a good 10 minutes. There were 2 small children in front of us, and they were like, "Hey!"
You
I
were
was
spitting
like,
on
"Hey."
them.
Yeah, and I was like, "Bleh, "Get out of here!"
Idiots.
But
Idiots.
yeah, I struck up a conversation there, and that was one of 2 rides we went on the whole day.
Nice.
We went on the mine. Those animatronics are freaky.
I don't know if I probably have.
It's a slow ride. You could do that. But they're like, hey, you know,
Like,
they got
hey,
fucked
get
up teeth, bunch of British miners.
They're like, I'm the. Oof.
It's punching up. It's fine.
British miners.
Yeah.
Hmm.
ER.
They're like, hey, I'm the Joker.
Yeah.
Don't blow this out of proportion.
There's an explosion on the ride, so that was.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
It's the Joker.
Honestly, I don't know if they changed it, but it used to be way faster. It's so boring now. They're like, oh, it's the mine is collapsing.
You're like,
And the voice is like, let her rip, and then you go like 2 miles an hour faster. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I remember it being like you go pretty fast at the end for not being strapped in.
well, when was the last time you went?
2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, so it wasn't like a perception
Yeah.
thing.
No, because like I'd been a bunch with work because usually we went twice a summer,
Right.
and so I'd go and then we'd go after, and so I went on all those and stuff, and like Not Scary Farm, I went on all of them. But yeah, had a lot of cool food. Ate some balls, meatballs.
That's good to clarify.
Yeah.
I have something interesting.
Okay.
So 2 things
What
that
is
I've
it?
decided to start doing this week.
Putting on deodorant.
As of yesterday. What? I always put on deodorant. It terrifies me.
It terrifies you to not put on deodorant.
Well, because I don't like being stinky.
Yeah. There was a dude waiting for food. One of the lines yesterday.
Yeah.
There was a stinko in front of us.
Going stinko mode.
Yeah, he was like,
Remember when that was a funny meme?
yeah, I think it's still
is pretty
good.
funny,
Yeah, it's good.
So 2 things I've decided. The 2 things I've decided to start doing. Number 1, I deleted Twitter. I'm over it.
I think
I can't stand it.
I've been thinking about it. I don't know.
I just can't stand it. Like, the amount of occasional joy I get from it is no comparison to the amount of irritation I receive.
Yeah.
Like, not everyone has to have my opinion. I get that. That's okay. But when I see things that are just so incredibly incorrect, like from an objective standpoint,
Yeah.
I just get annoyed. And I just can't. And like, I don't know.
Something like that really annoys me is when people call like Native Americans Indians still.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, even if you're like a person that's like, oh, are you going to get offended by that? You're just wrong. They're not from India. So
Yeah,
it's
I never,
like,
even as a kid, I never understood that. I'm like, why are they called Indians? I'm like, oh. And then I learned, I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's because the Europeans came over and
They
they saw
thought
they
it
were
was
brown.
India.
They're like, oh, it's India.
yeah, but it's just not correct.
Yeah.
Like, they're not from India. They're from America.
Just people on Twitter, everyone there just has an opinion and they just think they're all right.
Yeah.
And this goes back to something that we said a while ago. I don't think it's necessarily a good thing that everyone can share their opinions.
Yeah. Some people should not be allowed to have
I'm in
Twitter.
favor of fascism. No one can get their opinions out. It's fine. Authoritarian.
Except me.
Except me.
Fashion was
and you.
fascism would be pretty cool if you're in charge.
Bro, they're probably dripped out.
Yeah.
I vote we bring back fascism and just be dripped out.
Yeah. That's
Get it?
like, dude, one of the funniest things
Get it?
about
Like fascism.
fashionism.
Yeah.
One of the funniest things of like North Korean lore is Kim Jong Il shooting an 18 on a golf course. I mean, you got a hole in one in like on every hole, which is
Yeah.
just so funny. Or even on
She's a golf whiz.
Trillionaire, they're talking about Trump hitting a hole in one and putting out a full press release. That is so funny. Oh my god.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, in my boy's defense, if I hit a hole in one, I'd be all out there
Yeah,
talking about it.
if I had that kind of power, yeah, call a press conference.
Shit, why not?
You got a big announcement today. I hit a hole in one.
I was like, yeah,
Also, he said, I remember they were saying like the hole played 180. That's like a long hole in one. That's like a solid shot.
yeah.
But I have a fun, insane
Well, I'm
Twitter
not even
thing.
finished.
Oh, you're still going. Sorry.
So, yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing. Instagram and TikTok are like similar to Twitter, where everyone has like a shitty take
Right.
or are just racist and like sexist, which annoys me.
Mm-hmm.
But at least on TikTok, I can control that because like it's just a video for the most part.
Yeah, to an extent.
And Twitter, the whole point of it is words, reading.
Yeah.
So like everyone on there is more inclined to say an opinion rather than like TikTok being a more funny picture or funny video.
Or TikTok is screenshots of tweets than someone going,
God, I hate most lazy type of fucking content.
they get crazy views
God,
too.
it's so fucking stupid.
It's
Pisses me
worse
off.
than tweet decking.
Honestly, now that I've deleted Twitter, I get it. You only get the good tweets. I get it. You know what? Maybe I'm gonna start following Bentelect. Yeah, you know that guy.
No, yeah, I know. Nick is Not Green has made some videos about him, I think.
Yeah. H3's talked about him a little bit. They use the soundbite of Benny Boy.
I couldn't keep a goldfish. It's too hard. Just the laugh. Oh my god.
Just shut up. It's not that funny.
It's the
dickhead.
same. It's like the same thing as tweet decking, but like you make money off of it because it's TikTok.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
So that's been my Twitter extravaganza. I'm over it. Yeah, follow me on TikTok. That's the better place.
Nice. So my crazy thing I was bringing up. So there's flat Earth theory, right?
Theory.
Yeah, there's flat Earth,
Which
and
is
then
the correct.
yeah, and
opinion.
then round Earth theory.
Fucking
but
idiots.
I saw this take is wild. Someone like promoted this too, and I saw on like promoted tweets, which is a Twitter that I follow.
Huh. Surprising.
But basically the take was that all the planets in our solar system are the same planet at different stages. So like Neptune is like way in the future, and then like Mercury is like an early Earth.
You know, I'm down with it. That sounds cool.
And I was like, it's definitely not correct, but that's kind of an interesting.
Technically, the planets that we see are technically a little bit in the past.
Well,
The
the
way
yeah,
light
the
travels.
light. Yeah,
Isn't that interesting how stars that you see can be like
a lot of them are dead.
dead already? That's so
Yeah.
crazy to me. I think that's so interesting. Astronomy's fucking awesome.
Astronomy's. I took one astronomy class. It was very cool. Did not get it though.
It can. Well, it's weird because like in 8th grade or something, when you learn about astronomy, you're like, oh my god, this is cool because you learn it at like the base level.
Yeah, it's like
And then-
here's a star.
And then you get into the super complicated stuff, and it's like super physics based.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
I
I'm
remember
out.
one thing that fucked me up was when they started introducing AUs, which are astronomical units,
Yeah.
which is the distance from the Earth to the sun.
Mhm.
And then they would like do math with that. I was like, guys, you lost me
You're
here.
like withdrawing.
That's like the one thing I remember. I remember
There's
that.
fucking math in this too.
And then there's something with red light and like blue light and how it travel or something.
I get the idea.
Yeah. Those are the two things I remember. Because what would
I'm
happen,
assuming because the wavelengths are different.
yeah, what would happen on like the tests is it wouldn't be like, what is an astronomical unit, right? It would be like, use the concept of astronomical units to solve this problem and then like relate it to this other thing. So it wouldn't be like
Like, no, I don't want
one
to.
thing. You'd have to know multiple like two or more concepts
Yeah.
and then put it together. And I was like, I do not
I mean,
get this.
In the concept of a test, I get it.
It makes sense.
But
It's
it's
like,
also just like stupid. Like, come on, like give me
honestly,
something
it's
easy.
like, as far as testing goes, to see like if you actually understand it,
it's pretty
it's a pretty good
pretty
format.
decent. Yeah.
Yeah, like
But
an objective view, it's good.
as
But
a
for me,
as a college kid, fuck off.
yeah, as a guy that didn't want to read a 900-page book on stars and planets and
Ask me a
ass
question.
units,
Ask me a question. The fucking order of the planets in the solar system.
yeah,
an
my
easy one.
aunts, what was it? Never eat.
Please
no.
excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
Yeah, and then Pluto. Oh no, that's P.
It's PEMDAS.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's like,
Good, same thing.
yeah, it's like twinkle twinkle, little star, and then the rest of it.
How I wonder with the Joka baby.
It's like twinkle twinkle little star, HIJK elemental P.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my second thing that I've decided I'm going to start doing
Mm-hmm.
might not be, well, it doesn't matter really anymore for this podcast. I don't think I'm going to drink ever again.
Cool.
I think I'm over it.
Yeah.
It's expensive,
It is expensive.
unhealthy.
That's why I don't usually get drinks like if I go to a restaurant now.
Yeah. It's expensive, it's unhealthy, and like the only benefit for me personally is just more loosey-goosey I get. But then that's just, I don't know, in my head that's just like artificial confidence, which I don't like.
Liquid courage.
Yeah. And something on the newest Trillionaire, did you watch that one yet? One from yesterday?
I'm almost done. Oh no, yesterday's now.
Okay. But yeah, so I watched it this morning, and one thing that Ben said that like really I'm like, you're totally right. That I don't know why I never thought of, but he's like there's literally nothing cool about being able to drink a lot. He's like there's like
Yeah.
no like gain from it. It's like not cool. It's just dumb. And I'm like, that is a really good point. Like people are like, bro, I can drink like so much. It's like cool.
That's like
good for you.
on Jake and Amir's podcast, If I Were You, Amir made a point. He's like, why is it cool to like have to drink a lot to get drunk, right? Like if the goal is to
Yeah.
like get wasted, wouldn't it be cooler and more efficient to like be a lightweight?
Exactly.
And he was like, because he's like a smaller guy, he's like, yeah, like I could get drunk off of like 1.5 drinks. Like I think
Yeah.
that's way better. It's like cheaper,
Totally.
more economical.
You don't feel like as
Yeah.
shit.
But say it's like there's really no gain
No.
for the most part. Like it can be kind of fun if you're like with friends or something, like you go bar hopping. But in the end, it's kind of like, yeah,
Yeah, and also most of the time, like I drive.
that's
so
true.
I don't-
Also,
you know. But I don't know. Even in general, I've never even really felt comfortable drinking. I don't know. I've always felt uncomfortable about it. Not saying I'm an alcoholic, or I was not saying I was going to be one.
yeah,
Alcoholism is very prevalent in my family, so I don't know. It just made me feel uncomfortable. So yeah, granted we don't drink on this podcast anymore. Might
the perfect amount of beers.
Yeah, might interfere with the title a
Zero.
little bit.
It's fine.
But
Got the perfect amount of buddies.
yeah, exactly. That's
Two.
what I was thinking. Restructuring, rebranding,
Yeah, when you,
or we could always rebrand to the West Wing
that's
in
that's
the
true.
future if we ever fucking.
Yeah, but then
do that.
people are gonna think we're talking about like Western movies or something,
Wait,
or
what?
the show The West Wing.
Or the presidential wing.
Well, yeah, that's what the show's.
Oh well, I mean yeah, but I never watched it. What do you think? I'm a fucking nerd.
I mean, I've never seen it either, but I've never been to the West Wing in the White House, so
I have.
no, it's not true.
It literally is. I've done it.
No.
It was at the Ronald Reagan Library in Ventura. Went in the Oval Office.
Yeah,
You ever been there?
the Ronald Reagan crack house.
Yeah, the Ronald Reagan Library was pretty cool until I realized that he was an asshole. It's still interesting to go there and check it out, though.
Is there a statue of him?
I would imagine there's a few, but there's the whole Air Force One that he flew in, which is in there. It's pretty cool to see it.
That's cool.
I feel like it'd be more fun now to go is to talk shit on him. Like, hey, where's the sign that talked about when he funneled crack into the black community?
Yeah.
And then everyone would be like, Ronald Reagan is cool.
You go to a tour and they're like, "Oh, this is where he did this," and you're like, "So when did he start funneling crack into the community?"
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Can you explain more on when he called his some black congressmen monkeys? Can you extrapolate further on that?
We need more good American men like Reagan.
Yeah,
More old fucks.
dude, he was like the king of the soundbite. That's why he always like won his elections.
King of the what?
Like small snippets that were like America,
Oh, right.
like that kind of stuff.
Right.
Like he
Why
was
why don't we do that?
what?
Just have great sound bites. We love women.
Oh no, my dick. There's one.
Okay.
Ah!
Oh shit, my balls. This is just
Oops.
This is just like a White Claw Gabe thing.
We need to add our own sound bites on here though.
Well, it
We gotta
fucking
get a
wouldn't
couple.
matter because we don't use the headphones anymore, so we can't hear it.
Not
I
even
don't
know what
remember
that
what
is.
that one is. Anyways.
Perfect
hope
timing.
You guys enjoyed that. Yeah. What's going on in your life? You want to know something annoying?
Yeah.
Every day at work, I get so annoyed with shit, but I have no one I can really talk to about it because, well, I guess my coworker, but I don't always want to bitch to him about work.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have no one I can talk to about work who will understand what I'm talking about.
Hey, we always got the patio.
Yeah,
We're gonna have a patio talk.
fucking it's littered with metal shavings now. Cut my feet open.
Yeah.
Are they like gonna come back and fix that or like
No.
what?
I have no clue.
We are so our small balcony. There's a door there that leads to like the water heater. Or
That
whatever.
we can't open usually.
Yeah, it's normally locked for the
The tank.
the maintenance people who work
Yeah.
here at the apartment complex. So we get a notification. Maintenance people are going to be coming by to remove that water meter thing
Meter.
on the heater. No one's home, so they just let themselves in, which is fine because we got notice.
Yeah. Well, I talked to the guy the day before, yesterday too.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
so-
he told me he was gonna break it.
Okay. So apparently, yeah, they're supposed to have a key for it, but I guess they didn't. So they needed to drill out the lock on
Yeah.
the fucking door, and they like didn't decide that they wanted to clean any of it.
Just left it.
So they just left a bunch of metal shavings on the floor,
Yeah.
which is fine, I
Whatever.
guess. But it's like you could have like sweeped it
Yeah.
a little bit in the side.
And then, like you told me, they left the door open.
Yeah, I came back.
The patio doors
And I'm
like
like-
wide open.
I'm like, oh, maybe one of them is out there. And then after like 30 minutes, I'm like, is it still fucking open? Because like I could see bugs and shit coming, or like 1 or 2 bugs coming in. And then I walk over there. I'm like, no one's even fucking out here. So I closed it and I got annoyed.
Yeah, we were gone most of yesterday.
Yeah, I know. You already said that. I
Well,
get it.
not to them.
Hmm?
Not to them.
What about not to them?
I didn't say I was gone yesterday to them. I told you earlier.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck them.
All right.
Idiots. Tomfoolery. Let's get something funny in. We haven't been funny.
I don't really have anything.
What?
I don't have anything. Yeah.
Let's do more impressions. Here's a question that we can end off on.
Okay.
Who is a character or a person you think you can do a really good impression of?
Ooh. I mean Arnold, but everyone can do Arnold. That's like if you can't do.
That's not true. Not everyone can do Arnold.
Okay, but if you can't do an Arnold Schwarzenegger, like even a bad one is good because of like the voice.
My name is Stewie Griffin.
Yeah. If you can't do an Arnold like at least a little bit, then you're just bad at impressions. One thing me and one of my friends used to do, we'd go to Staples and sit in the chairs, and then we would just turn around to each other and go, "You're fired."
That's so dumb.
It's me and Nick, and we'd go in there. His impression was awful, but he would always do it. Like, he didn't care.
I
He'd
love
turn around and be like, "You're fired."
I love people. I'm thinking. People who have just awful impressions.
That was him, but he didn't care. He'd be like, "Hey, I'm British, mate." Yeah.
Yeah, people who just have terrible impressions, but they don't know it.
Yeah.
How do you tell them? Like, dude, that sucks.
Damn.
You
are
are
awful.
terrible. You are
So bad.
You are such a scumbag. You should actually. Never mind.
Yeah, no, maybe
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
Yeah. I think it also, because a bad accent can be funny.
Yeah, like everyone. I think everyone can do the Borat accent.
Yeah.
And
My
if
wife.
And if it's terrible, it's,
It's
funny.
funny, yeah.
I watched.
I think it paused.
Okay, well, we'll end off right
Yeah,
here in
okay.
a second. I watched the one of the Channel 5 videos, and it was Complex Con,
Yeah.
and one of the guys he was interviewing, like, because you know how he does the cutting,
Yeah.
so like he cut it like right as the guy first talked. It was like a super fast cut, and the guy's just like, "My wife." I'm like,
My
"That is so
wife."
funny.
Yeah.
All right,
Anyway.
guys, if you enjoyed, leave a like, follow us on fucking everything. I guess follow the Twitter. I don't know. That's gonna be your mission now to
Okay.
deal with it.
Yeah.
Respect women. Eat ass. Man or woman, I don't care. We don't care. We don't discriminate.
Is that our new slogan? Number one podcast for women.
We need a
eat
slogan
ass.
like trillionaire mindset. Kill your parents, quit your job, shit your pants.
Yeah.
Something like that.
For women, by men. By men.
Yeah, bye. Man.
Yeah.
Nice.
For women, by men, by men.
All right. Later, guys.
Bye.